Welcome back to Life, Biz, and all that jazz. I'm your host, Jasmine Lisciotto. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome to the journey. Get ready to embark on something that I hope is life-changing for you. I know for me, over the years, doing all my healing and discovery and, healing is a lifelong journey. So that's something that I always want to share, and healing out loud and knowing that you're not just here to survive, you're here to thrive. And if you've come back for more, welcome back. And I'm so excited that you trusted in my vision and you've come back for more. So we are starting season 2. I didn't really have a bit of a plan to do 2 seasons. It's kind of just unfolded that way. I needed to have a break after losing my Prinny girl, which has been over a month now. I just really had to step back and listen to my feelings and feel everything, because I have never dealt with anything like this during my sobriety journey. So for one, that was quite difficult to understand and not to be able to numb and hide and run, which was my usual coping mechanism, and I know is way too familiar for most of you as well. That's why I decided to have the break, and I thought, why not come back with an exciting season 2? So the theme for this season is Unmasked, and I say that in a way that it's where I'm at right now. It's where a lot of the guests are at this season. So you'll have solo episodes you can listen to, and then also some amazing guests. So I've been recording the guests. So they're coming up, and a lot of them have very similar visions to myself, but then also different thinking. So I really want to be able to provide you with not just actionable steps and things that you can implement every day or, slowly implement, but I really want you to see that you are seen and you're heard and you're not alone. You're never alone on this journey. And I've really made sure that the guests are a variety of topics, a variety of healing, a variety of beliefs in different ways to hopefully cater to as many of you as we can. And overall, the podcast focus is mental health, speaking about your trauma, dealing with trauma, healing from trauma, helping people that are suicide survivors or people, that have also thought that this was the end for them. So I try to niche things down, and I don't say niche. Niche to me sounds too marketing gimmick. I'm obviously in marketing. That's my business. So I really try to remove that strategy cap when it comes to this and just kind of go all in and let it flow and not plan as much as I should plan. Everything always seems to flow. And my main purpose is obviously planning the topics to make sure that we are covering a variety of topics. And that's what our guests are going to bring you for this season. I wanted to, jump on today and talk about a little bit about my recent life upgrade, which I feel like I have just been through with dealing with the loss of Prinny. And it's been 16 years tomorrow, because this will be going out on the 27th, so her birthday's on the 28th. 16 years tomorrow. I had her since a little baby. And one thing as well, I'll try not to go on too many tangents or off topic. It used to be her birthday on the 28th, and then 29th was my dad's passing as anniversary. So, that'll be kind of like, I'd be really happy, we'd celebrate Prinny, and then the next day would be, in a way, I always try and remember the good times and, share things about Dad. But this year will obviously be different. I'll be sad on Saturday, but then I also need to remember the life that I gave Prinny. And that's what I've really come through to see how strong I am and getting through this sober and not even having the urge. I was anxious, and I did talk to my best friends and my family. I'm really lucky that I can talk openly and feel heard. And I know that's not easy because not everyone has that opportunity, and that's why I always want to share and know that I can be that opportunity for you if you feel like you don't have anyone. And it can even be anonymous. I guess it's hard because socials, you kind of see the name. I would never share it on a podcast or anything like that to reference. So this weekend will be another hurdle, but as I was saying before, that life upgrade that I feel like I've just kind of had, like another level of healing, is just looking back and seeing how far that I've come. And I'll be 2 years sober in August. And you just kind of sit back and you think like how much we do coast through a lot of situations in life. And at the time, it's probably all we know. Well, it is all we know. And I know that it can be hard to break free from that. But that's what I sat back and I just felt it all. I felt all the pain. I cried for weeks. There was days I didn't even want to get out of bed. And, I've kind of been in that position before, but not like this. Like I thought I'd been really severely depressed before, but I guess it was more for the fact that I had alcohol to help me balance things out. So it was really hard to understand these feelings. And I just sat in it. I sat in it. I talked. Some days I didn't talk. I cried a lot. And I really feel like doing that has allowed me to be where I am right now. And I'm always going to miss her, but I'm really looking at things in a positive light, that I gave her the best life. She taught me so much, and I'm trying not to cry. But one thing I thought was like, why do dogs only live to 16 years? And I personally think it's just to teach us unconditional love. And imagine if we could all just be kind like animals are to us, to everybody in the world. And I know there's going to be things that happen, but I think if we're all like animals, then maybe things could be a bit nicer. But she never judged me through my crazy stages. There was a lot of crazy stages, and she was always there. She was always there for me during the hardest times of my life, and she was there for me through a lot of breakups. I never felt alone with her, and now I don't feel alone because I know that I'm more open about my feelings and talk to my family and have ways of coping now. So I don't feel alone now, but I do feel like it's just me against the world now, where before it was me and Prinny against the world. That's something that, you know, that's going to be this next stage. And I just have to remember that she taught me so much, and she taught me strength. And in the end, I had to be strong for her. So yeah, that's where I'm at. And I'm excited for this season. I just feel so different already. Like, I've had a big transformation the last 2 years since going sober, but even just now, I feel this like level of, and I always talk openly and I always overshare, but I want to be that way. I have this just another spark. It's like the next level of intuition spark inside me to do what I do and share what I share. I've always got a lot going on. I know that's the ADHD because I've got like 70 projects. I've got a new service that I'm offering in my business now that, yeah, there's always a lot going on, but I just love jumping on here and chatting to you because, like, in a way, this is therapy for me. I don't have a regular therapist now. I have one that I check in with, and that's more focused on the ADHD things. But yeah, this is like my therapy, and this is my passion project. And I think I really want to grow this side of my passion project and be able to share more and do more episodes weekly. I'd like to do more than one, but right now I don't have the capacity to do that. I have mastered my editing and doing all that stuff, so that's fun. And I just want to be always open and like share stuff with you because I feel like people that are listening, you all have a story, and podcast is actually quite therapeutic. So I like to be open about like what I do behind the scenes as well, because, you know, maybe that might give you some inspiration to start your own podcast. So if you ever want to, and you ever want to have a chat about stuff, send me a message because I'll give you some tips on how to get started. And it just gets better and better. You learn more. So I've been doing it. In October would be 1 year. And I think we've done about 26 episodes, and then we've got the break. So that's what's been launched. So this will be number 27, I think. I can't remember. I've got it all written down in my back end. But anyway, that's kind of where I'm at today and what's next for the season. So as I said, it's called Unmasked. We will have our first guest next week. And yeah, if you've got any topics or if you're someone that wants to be a guest, just reach out to me. Or if you know someone that might want to be a guest, let them know to reach out to me or send me the details if they approve of you doing that, and I can reach out to them. But other than that, thank you for listening today. Remember, it's progress, not perfection. And you're here to live your best life. I know that it can be hard to see through things or think that maybe you are doing enough, but you feel like you're not. There's always room to grow, and growth isn't fun at the start, but it is when you get to a level of awareness that is, I would say, indescribable. Anyway, see you next week. I'll put all my details in the show notes if you want to connect on socials, but other than that, you're doing amazing. You are enough. You are loved. Have a great week.